Hello YouTube. Today I want to show you why I love trading impulse and correction. So there's 1001 strategies out there, but I just want to show you why I really prefer to trade impulse and correction. My name is Keith Tubakwe, and this is officially my first video on YouTube. So the reason I'm recording this video is because I want to document my journey. I started trading the forex market over a year ago, so precisely in February 2021. And since then I've seen some significant improvement. I just felt it's time for me to start sharing some of my knowledge out there so I can help other people who are still as new as I am in the market, so we can grow together. So straight to the point, I always like analyzing the market from the daily chart. All right, so on the screen right now you can see USD CHF daily chart. So what I do is I look for the first thing, which is the impulsive phase. So what's the market doing presently? What's the market doing presently? Once you can find what the market is doing presently, it will be easier for you to analyze going forward. So you can see here, so I see this, the whole of this, from this point down here and this point as the impulsive phase, right? So from this point here down here as the impulsive phase. So what it means is there's going to be a correction. All right, there's going to be a corrective phase. If that's the impulsive phase, there's absolutely going to be a corrective phase. All right, so the next thing I want to do is to look for the correction. All right, so I would now check what the chart is saying, and you always want to listen to, you want to pay attention to what the market is saying. You don't just want to assume things. You want to see what the market is doing. So if this has been seen as my impulsive phase, the next thing is to find what the corrective phase would be. So this whole from here up there and down here is the corrective phase. All right, so let's go down to, I already used my trend line, so if I take this off, so this is clearer now, so you can see exactly what the market was doing, what I was seeing at the time. So I saw this, I'll just connect, you know, this lower part like so, and then I connect this higher highs like so. Okay, so this is an ascending channel, but let's go down to the 4 hours time frame and see what's happening there. All right, so if you come to the 4 hours time frame now, you would see that the structure becomes clearer for you here. So what you looked for on the daily chart is still what you're going to be looking for on the 4-hour chart, and as you go downwards. So you're looking for the impulsive phase and the corrective phase. So over here, if you want to start from this part, you realize that if you zoom out a bit, you'd see that you can always clearly see the impulsive and corrective phase. So from here, this would be the impulsive phase, the corrective phase, the impulsive phase. Well, instead of another correction, you saw an impulsive phase down, now another impulsive phase up there, and then the correction came down this way. But this time, this descending channel that was supposed to take this market up was not respected. Instead it went down. Right, so most times you find structures like this that are not respected. All right, but it's totally fine, because you're not supposed to be 100% right in the market. That's not all you need to be successful. So you see impulsive corrective phase all through in the market. What we are trying to catch is always the impulsive phase. We're always trying to catch the impulsive phase. So if you look at this, after this correction, after this impulse, this was the correction, but see, instead of the market to go down, because it gave us a correction here, it decided to go up, which is totally fine, because you always want to wait for a confirmation before you enter a trade. All right, so if you wait for a confirmation, then you won't always have to lose. So you see another thing here, impulse, correction. But based on the higher time frame, we already know that on this market we are looking for a sell, because this is an ascending channel, and an ascending channel obviously tells us that the market is about to go down. So what kind of confirmation am I looking for? So when you come down here, you would see that inside of the ascending channel, we still have a lower time frame ascending channel. So this is what is commonly called pattern within pattern. All right, pattern within pattern. So you see a lower time frame ascending channel. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, this is even going to be better, right? On the 1 hour time frame, we now see something beautiful here, right? See what this is showing you now. So don't forget, from the higher time frame, from the daily chart, we saw that this was an ascending channel. So inside of the ascending channel, we also saw that the market was giving us something very beautiful here, right? So we look at this and then we see this ascending channel. So how do you get into this trade? Now, I missed this entry here. You always want to wait for an impulse and a correction on a lower time frame. So on this time frame, we can see from this top here, down here was the impulsive phase, and then to this part is the corrective phase. So this was supposed to be my first entry over here. This was my first entry. I could have entered this with 30 pips and then targeted this 90% low down here, but I missed this trade. The timing was quite early. This was 5 a.m. I was not up by that time, so I missed that trade. Then this happened, and then there was another impulsive phase here. You know, there was another impulsive phase over here. Then I waited for a correction. So after the impulsive phase, this was the correction, but because it was too wide, I also didn't enter. I waited for another impulsive phase. So you can see the next impulsive phase on the lower time frame. Because I already know what I'm looking for from the higher time frame, I already know I'm looking for a sell. So I was obviously looking out for a sell on this market. So once I saw that, I waited for the next correction, and this was where I got in. All right, so I got into this trade beautifully. I always use a pending order. So I got into this trade. All right, so you can see I got into this trade from here, and this was pretty much a win trade. All right, so let's see how many pips was I able to catch from here. So this was, I entered this trade with 20 pips stop loss, and then the market gave me 140 pips. So I got 140 pips, which was a 7% from this trade. All right, beautiful, 7% just from that trade. And then I waited for another correction. I got out here, the market tagged me out here, and then I waited for another correction and got in here again for a 2% profit. All right, a 2% profit. So this was a 2% profit. The market tagged me out for a 2% profit at that. So in just a week, I made 7 plus 2, I made 9% profit from this. So you could have easily passed your FTMO or your My Forex Fund challenge with this strategy. All right, so on the next video, I'm going to show you the trade I took that allowed me to pass my 10K My Forex Fund challenge. So this trade was taken when I was already trading the live market. I was already trading the 10K challenge and the 10K account live. That was when I took these two trades. In fact, I was on a drawdown of 3% before I took this trade. So this strategy, why I love this strategy is because it allows you to, you know, risk 1% and make 7%, risk 1% and make 5%. So even when you have a drawdown, you have 3 trades that are losses, you can always come back. Like that was what happened to me. The previous week I had 3 losing streak at once in 1 week, but the next week I got this trade and I had 7%, and the next trade gave me 2%. You know, that immediately put me into profit. I was already in a 5% profit, right? So I just wanted to put this out there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the kind of video you want me to put on this channel, I actually want to be creating videos showing you my strategy, showing you what I'm doing, and just having you watch me as I grow in this Forex journey. And if you're new to Forex trading, I want to encourage you that we're in this together, and I'll always try as much as I can to share our resources out here based on everything that I've learned that has helped me to become who I am. I'm still growing in the journey. This is just my very first live account I'm trading. That's my funded account I'm trading, and the goal is before the end of the year I want to be trading at least $100,000 account. It's not really a big goal, but I want to take it slow and then I'll grow from there. The goal is actually to surpass that goal. So I know I can always surpass the goal and trade something higher. But for the first goal for myself, before the end of the year, I'm giving myself the next quarter of the year. All right, so I want to see how far I can go. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's do this together. Peace.